What it do. We always want to escape from consciousness. At least when we're scared of consciousness. This is a pattern that I've noticed in not even my this not even my life. This is my life. As soon as it gets hard, that's just consciousness. That's just the present moment. Those feelings of hardship will never change. As soon as it gets hard, we want to escape. I just came from downstairs. I was working on I was writing a vision. I was writing a vision about, okay, yeah, this is what I wanna do basically with my life. But this is what my basically type of business plan looks like, things like that. And as soon as I don't know, I got discouraged. As soon as that popped up a thought in my mind like, yeah, go downstairs and eat some food and watch Netflix. So I went downstairs and that was basically what I was trying to do. But I always, there's always a split second between when we got like so let's say you're just planning to eat, you're about to eat in my instance is what it was, a cupcake. There was a cupcake on the table. I was just about to eat it, but when you have that split second when the thought pops up in your mind like, bro, if you eat this cupcake, you're gonna lose your consciousness, because that's basically. And look, eventually you will get to the point where you can eat everything while staying conscious. But for most of us at the beginning of our journey, it's not like that. We associate the sweeteners and all those type of things, we associate it with escaping. So in our instance, when we eat the sweeteners, when we eat the candy, when we do the acts, all the acts that you do just to basically escape your mind just for a brief moment, things such as beating your meat, things like that, they always, you trying to lose consciousness, you trying to escape from your mind because you just came up on a hardship or like a negative emotion, a negative thought, things like that. So like I've said, there is this little brief gap between basically your mind is basically telling you like, are you sure you're gonna do this? Because you're gonna lose consciousness when you do this. You will be in your escape mode, and you feel me, you will lose consciousness. That was basically today, that was the case. I was working on some Adobe Illustrator. I came up on a lot of like obstacles, things like that. Like I said, I was working on the vision, writing the vision down, and what popped up in my mind when I was downstairs, it was like, bro, like, and this is a scary thought for me. But it's only scary because it is like, because I'm judging it through my like current mindset, which is the one of the escaping. I really thought about, like, bro, my life, like, I've been on self-improvement like a couple years now, but it's basically kind of self-improvement. I'm improving myself, and I made some progress in like a couple years, but if I really look at it, I haven't made like real progress, and it's because of this, because I'm still escaping too much. I'm still like telling myself that it can be done tomorrow. I'm still telling myself that it's okay to eat certain things, even though when I know the purpose of why I eat it. And that's really I was really thinking about it, and I was like, bro, if I don't do this, if I don't just go through that hard phase, like, and really learn myself how to be conscious in during all those situations, because that's basically all that is, bro. The reason why why everything is so hard is because we lose consciousness. We lose contact with reality, because basically reality is just that. You will come up on rejection, you will come up on obstacles, and that's just reality at the present moment. There's basically nothing crazy, weird, or hard about it, but it's just that mental battle that you um basically trying to escape, because that's just that. You will always obstacles, rejection. That's, like I said, that's reality. That's just a part of life. You will always come across come upon those, and especially if you're on a self-improvement journey, on a real self-improvement journey, because that's basically the only way how you improve, through failure and rejection. Basically it's the same, like if you get rejected, you're basically like kind of like failing, like realistically. And like, so that's really what I want to, it's just me talking to myself, really, like, because I just experienced it like a couple minutes ago. Like, you really need to tell yourself and know it won't get better if you continue to escape. Because I was fighting all those emotions, and I was like, I still can do this and that, and then it's like, it's obvious that I'm not able to do it, because I'm still escaping it. I'm still escaping the everyday reality. Reality is just like that. Reality is not something that, it will be boring. It will be like, you will come up on failure. You will come up on um situations where you will feel weird and awkward things. That's just reality. And the more you will escape this, the more you try to escape, the more you're basically escaping life. And the more you're escaping life, the less you will grow. Like I've said, the purpose of life is growth, but in order to grow, then you must like entangle with life, or like be in the process of life, which is growing, if that made sense, type of shit. But like, yeah, bro, that's just, we're always trying to escape. That's whatever. And right now, I get scared again. Right now, the thought pops up in my mind, like, damn, that really means like that, like, we can't escape. If you set a goal for yourself that you want to make that business, that means you can't escape until you accomplish that certain task or that goal for the day. That's really like reality. If I now think about it, that's really like reality. And that's what everything is about. Today I was listening to music, but I can't even enjoy music. I can't even enjoy music. I was listening music because like the gym was too, I don't know, the gym was too quiet. And I was just like too aroused to be in the present moment. So I was just escaping the present moment. I was escaping consciousness. And those are real things. Like, that's why I also like in the Islam, like, the music is prohibited. And I'm not religious or any type of things, but I understand why. Because, bro, I can tell you, bro, 9.5, 9.9 out of the 10 people that listen to music really listen to it to escape. Like, headphones in, not looking to people, like just looking in there. And it also, it music, and this is not a rant about music, but this is just a rant about escaping mind. Like, music really also, it keeps you locked in the past, if that's where you're, because all the people that escape the present moment are living in the past, because otherwise you wouldn't escape the only moment that we have. right? Because then you will be living in it, so you won't have any problems to be in the present. And because our mind is already like so past focused and so focused on the emotions, we got like emotion addictions of the past. We think, so I was listening to music today, and I envisioned like, um because I was listening to some rap, and I envisioned like violent scenes, and I even felt like a sense of power out of that, because that's just what, like, basically how I grew up, type of like that. And it keeps you out of the present moment. It just keeps you locked in like whatever program that the past, that you ran up on in the past, right? The whatever program you were programmed with. That's what music will do, especially if you continue to, if you're gonna listen to music. I would definitely recommend to you, like, listen to quiet music that basically forces you to stay in the present moment, because 9 out of 10 times when we're listening to music, it's also like it's like too jumpy. And if you listen to music, listen to something with like a very quiet beat, which is just like, so you need to be in the present moment to even focus on the music. That's something that if you're gonna listen to music, right? And like, these things aren't bad, and that's really the, and Dan Cow talked about this, and he said like phases are good, because each time you enter a phase, you enter the phase with a new consciousness, and you leave the phase with a new consciousness. Because, like, let's say, basically the perfect example of is like not listening to music. So let's say you set a goal for yourself, not listening to music. You enter that state, you enter that phase with like the thought of, yeah, I need to listen to music. I'm kind of addicted to music. I like music, this and that and this and that, and I use it to escape the present. And then all of a sudden, like, you be like 3 weeks or maybe a month listening to no music. Then all of a sudden you realize, like, bro, there's basically nothing to escape. And that's just the new mindset that you realize through that phase, through going through that, like, hard, like, basically a hard phase. And that's basically life. Like, life is all about contraction and expansion, right? I think I explained this before, but like, so for the contraction is within like you set a goal for yourself, like, okay, I'm gonna contract, I'm gonna focus upon 3 weeks no music. And then after those 3 weeks, you can choose to listen to music, but it will be with a different mindset, because you just went 3 weeks without it. So now you maybe really can listen to music in a present with like, while being conscious. And that's what it's all about. You can, if you are conscious, you can do whatever. There are people that are doing hard drugs, and I'm definitely not gonna like promote this, but there are people doing hard drugs without getting addicted. Why? Because they are staying conscious. They are staying conscious while doing it, so they don't do it to escape. So they never will like associate the drugs with like, oh yeah, I need this to solve pain, which is all the addictions are about. That I need this to solve pain. No, they just do it like from time to time. That's also like, I don't want to hear nobody like, bro, if you do shit every day and you say, yeah, I'm very conscious about, nah, it's probably some escaping pain. But there are really people that do like cocaine like once in 2 months, and don't get addicted, and they like it, and it's like something like, yeah, I know it's bad, but I like the feeling from time to time. And bro, don't do that shit, you feel me? But this is just like an extreme example to prove my point. So yeah, bro, like, really listen to yourself, because you're probably already at this phase where you know that what you're doing is wrong, because that's what the entire problems is about. Because remember, when you were 10 years old, you never felt guilty about eating all that bullshit. Never. Because there wasn't no second thought. But now you got those second thoughts. Now you know that you're basically You're abandoning your diet, you're abandoning your schedule, your routine. So now you know that you're basically supposed to do something else, even if that's for the moment just sitting with the pain and journaling, writing, doing something with it. Even if that's it, as soon as you escape it, as soon as you like try to escape from it, the negative emotions are your responsibility because you've basically created them. You've basically created them. And that's why I say, like, that split gap, that small gap between, like, bro, are you really gonna beat your meat? Bro, are you really gonna eat this shit? That's the real battle that entire life is about. Like, you know what's right, but are you gonna do the right thing? And that's a battle that you need to fight every day. That's a battle that you need to fight every day. And that's just a part of not escaping consciousness. Life won't be all like, yeah, it's beautiful, sunshine, and life is beautiful, but only if you understand these things, that the problems are just a part of the beautifulness. So yeah, that was basically my message. Like, really know why are you doing something? Why are you escaping? And that split gap, that small gap between when you're about to do it, that's the thing that you need to that's the thing that you need to accomplish, that you need to win from. So yeah, that was basically my video. Thank you for watching, and if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe, and I'm out.